Well, as the earlier speaker said, this is nothing like we have ever seen here before. And I've been here 38 years in my life. I've seen 4 earthquakes. But this was not an earthquake. This was something absolutely devastating. Something, I mean, for somebody, I'm still getting goosebumps at the moment. 3 hours after the quake. It was a normal day. We were just sitting, and suddenly we felt the light shake. It was all right at first, but a minute later, it was around 1:22 local time. And for the first minute, it seemed like a normal, not too much, not a very thing to worry about. But then a minute later, I mean, the entire, it just went berserk. I mean, my chandeliers were flying all over the place. My wallpaper was ripped out. My drawers, which normally I had to use force to open, were opening by itself, My daughters, myself, and our house help, we went down the stairs from a very, very high floor. My entire building is all down here, sitting by the roadside. We have been warned of several aftershocks. Well, there have been, from what I learned, there have been at least about 7 or 8 aftershocks, and the intensity of every shock has been going down. It's now down to, I think, about 4.6 for the last aftershock. Now, the thing is, this has happened just about 300 kilometers from Bangkok towards the northwest side. That's in Burma. Kanchanaburi would be the nearest Thai province from here. So because of that, I think the intensity that we felt was very, very high. We have had reports of one under construction building crashing in the Chatuchak area in Bangkok, and the public transport system, the railway system, the overhead, the underground have been shut down. Even the expressways have been closed, which has led to massive traffic jams over here. Taxis, motorcycle taxis are very difficult to get. And if anybody from Thailand is watching and doesn't know this, I would suggest kindly stay where you are. Don't enter your houses yet, because it was too close. And aftershocks, even at 4.4, can be real bad. I just pray that everybody in Thailand and other neighboring countries and Bharat also are all well and safe. Take care of yourselves.
Have you heard of reports of damage or casualties, or seen any injuries yourself, or seen any damage to property?
Damage to property, yes. Building very close by had pretty serious damage. I'm not sure about the casualties over there, but a building in the Chatuchak market area, which was under construction, has totally collapsed. That looked like a building more than 25-story high, and there were cranes on top, so that whole thing came crashing down. I'll just pray that there were no workers around at that time, being 1:24, just past 1. Possibly they could have been at lunch or outside. My prayers are with them. Other reports, there have been cracks in many buildings. Our building has shown just a small crack in one of the walls, but the structural wise, it's okay. I'm in the Sukhumvit area near the Ekamai Thonglor district. Here, everything looks good so far. There's no building damage as such. But I believe this, the way I felt that quake, I think we should be expecting some pretty bad news. And my prayers will be open for everybody, everywhere, all over Asia.
Yes. Also, of course, as far as the earthquake goes, you experienced 2 quakes today. There are reports of 2 quakes today. Also, as you said, everyone is outside. Is that because you're being warned of aftershocks? Is that the warning there being given to you by authorities to stay out? Don't go in just yet.
Prime Minister herself. We're having an aftershock now again. I think I'll have to run. There have been aftershock. The Prime Minister has warned that there could be aftershocks for another 24 hours. As you can see, the situation over here, that's all my co-residents. We had sent our team to have a check for the elevators and the water tanks at the top. But I think we had to rush out again.
You've just experienced an aftershock again, is what you're telling us. Stay safe, sir. Stay safe. But why don't you show us what's happening around you? Just pan your camera a bit. Just show us. Obviously, people still very panicked. We can see. Please stay safe. Please be in an area which is open. Sir, thank you for continuing to speak with us. But just show us what's happening around you. There is still, I can see, panic outside. People were just running over there.
Panic, but I feel we have some very senior people here who are helping to keep everybody's nerves under control. And I think we have a doctor here. We have a clinic next to us, right next to our door. So if there's any emergency treatment, like one of my neighbors, her cat got very upset right at the beginning and bit her. So luckily we have a clinic right next door to us. So that helped us. And I'm sorry, I can't hear you very clearly. So please excuse my camera getting close to my face now and then.
Yes, I can imagine, Mr. Manwani. No, just show us a bit about what's happening around you. If you can just pan your camera and show us what's happening there around you.
Okay. So as you can see, normally this road would not have so much traffic. We are in one of the residential areas, but because all the expressways are closed, which is why all the traffic has to be on down here. And of course, because of such a massive thing, everybody wants to go home and be with their families and be safe. And because of that, all the traffic is on the roads. And motorcycle taxis, which are very popular here, are unfortunately even moving around at the lucky. This is a lucky guy, he can move so fast. That's how they go. But again, their prices are also, the motorcycle taxis have gone up by about 3 or 4 times already. As you can see, this saw is about another 300 meters to the next signal. But I can assure you, even after that, the situation will be worse than this. Luckily, we have a few people who have the motorcycles. So we keep sending them to one of the supermarkets that's still open around here to get water and food for everybody over here. These are situations which help bring people together. But again, I say my prayers are with all those